Welcome to Blue Nation. Starting off tonight, we'll look at some of the best clips from the UWEC esports team.
We'll then take it over to the table for a debate about the most difficult games in the esports catalog and beyond. And finally, we'll go forward looking towards the rest of the semester year for esports competitions.
LD, spin that intro.
900 athletes, 174 conference titles, 56 competitive teams, 26 national championships, all in one place.
Blue Nation brings you all of your blue-gold sports action from Carson Park
Take it into the end zone.
to the Sonnentag,
Splash Mountain.
across the street at Hobbs,
Perfect chance here. Shot and score.
and back up the hill to Bollinger,
2 scores.
McPhee,
Maya Cinnamon.
and Simpson.
Bicycle kick.
Live from inside our very own TV10 studio, this is Blue Nation.
Welcome to Game Show's edition of Blue Nation, the temporary home for Blue Gold Esports. I'm Central Illinois hockey legend, not Calder Smith.
And I'm the player that used to skate circles around you at the rink, Miranda Larson. So first off, we're taking some looks at some crazy plays and competition. We've got a very festive Valorant conga line coming up.
Like too good of a buy for them here though. Blue Golds are on a full buy. And Pace are kind of scattered. Oh, they are crouching
Blue Gold's
in a
having some fun.
line. They're having some fun.
3 kills for Rock Dog, instantly getting punished.
They are not letting them get away with the silly plays here.
A little bit of
That was a crazy effective play there. I mean,
No. It's quite the opposite. You know,
What?
it was the Blue Golds who are running in
Oh, no.
as the conga line. That's a clip that gets brought up quite frequently in the Blue Gold esports server.
It was not effective?
I guess, you know, if you want the enemy's vision to just be completely on you, it was quite effective in that area.
I suppose. I just figured, like, with the no friendly fire, you can all fire at the same time and like nobody can fight back against it, but I guess that's not the case.
I think that was the idea of play.
Was the idea?
But unfortunately, the Blue Gold Esports did not get a pick off that clip, and instead the enemy team got to just kind of fire them down, and they went like 3 down. But
I don't know. I thought it was pretty funny.
It's a funny clip. It's a funny clip. It's one certainly for the history books because it's still being talked about in the server and within the
How
community.
long ago was that? Remind me.
I think it was last semester's spring semester. I think it was one of their placements for getting into the LAN. They do a WVAL conference, I believe, and that was their big idea. They said, "All right, we're going in strong." And
well, they sure did go in with an idea. I guess you could see the effectiveness there for yourself, but.
yeah.
Well, up next, we got a crazy Rocket League goal.
It looks like they're not going down without a fight at least. Billy pops it up, follows it in the air.
Oh, he's
brings
putting,
it back
he's going
down,
down.
goes under him.
Oh
Wow.
my goodness!
What a solo play.
This
Brings
is
it up.
Rocket League.
This is in fact Rocket League. That is the game we are playing today.
Billy
Billy
absolute.
Pops it up,
Chat, clip that.
brings chat. Can we clip that?
Chat,
Can
I
we
want you
send
guys
that
to
for a highlight
repost
reel?
that exact clip to your story.
Right.
Some crazy footwork. Well, can't really say footwork now, can you? It's a bunch of cars, bunch of steering work. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how to drive a car. I do know how to drive a car. Ignore that. But he came in there. He was like breaking the. I can't use like human body parts. It's cars.
Breaking
the
car
wheels.
ankles?
No, the wheels, because they use wheels.
Yes.
Breaking the wheels off those cars for. But honestly, it's crazy. I've played some Rocket League in my time. I'm ripe old age of 21 here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I cannot figure out how to get those crazy like in the air. I can't even think of what they're called at this point. But there's some crazy moves. He also was driving a really cool car. I gotta say, he had like a Bugatti from the DLC or something.
I think so.
I was talking about this the other day with you, and I was like,
why is it a Bugatti?
Why is it a Bugatti? But they got to add cars somehow.
Right.
There's only so many fake cars you can come up with.
That's true. I thought it was really funny how Billy kind of did a little and then snuck right past him and hit that goal. It was hair distance of getting blocked, or maybe a teammate kind of had that inch right in coming in, but they. Billy got that goal. No one else touched, and just kind of right off the gate said, all right, I'm going. And Billy said,
We love Billy.
I'm a big Billy
top
fan.
tier play, Billy.
I'm a big
to see it.
fan. Yeah, I hear a lot about Billy. I'm not a big Rocket League person, but I hear quite a lot of fan stories, fan love letters.
Really?
From quite a few people on both. I coach a team, the Splatoon team, and one of the people there says that Billy, big fan of Billy. Yeah.
Well, if you have any fan letters for us, write to us at Game Show Blue Nation
Game Nation.
Esports. I think Billy's really cool. I don't know. I'm making things up at this point.
Yeah.
But
It was a good play. It was a good
was a
play.
very good
Snuck
play.
right past him, on a spy mission, or not so spy
I
mission.
don't know, I feel like car soccer is not the most spy. I feel like it'd actually be very loud, would it not?
Yeah, I guess kind of was right in their face. So maybe the opposite of a spy mission.
Fair enough. Hey, it still worked. That's what's
Yeah,
important.
Yeah, absolutely.
Following that, we're going to hop back to Valorant. We've got a crazy 1v4 clutch here.
In danger here, gonna finally fall to Animo.
Oh,
But
it's
I'm not gonna
unlucky.
quick go down, but Brick's able to trade it out.
Brick's got 2. Gets 2 for the flash. He might be on for it here. He pops it, looking for him. It doesn't recognize the one. He whiffs. It's a 1v1. Bricks might be able to clutch this up.
Timbolster's name, he has no idea where
He sees him there. He
Bluefo
gets
is,
the
but he clutches it.
the 1v4.
So that was a clip from our Valorant player Bricks. It's pretty crazy. You saw the Phoenix go down and immediately is like, all right, I gotta lock in. And he peeked all the right corners.
Yeah, trust me, I know almost the bare minimum about Valorant, but like in any situation, a 1v4, that's gonna be, it's one of those things where it's almost impossible to get, and the fact that he was able to pull that off, as it said on the screen, that little banner clutch, that was a clutch. That was,
yeah.
Oh my gosh, did that seal like the win for them?
I don't remember exactly what the score was, but it definitely was close because, I don't know, there's a lot of nerves. There was a moment in that clip in which Bricks was getting shot at and surprisingly didn't go down because they had that angle off on him first. And I guess just locked in and turned, did the quick flick, and bang. Yeah. Still had another one coming, but, locked in on that guy too, so. Yeah, good for Bricks,
Good for
I
Bricks.
think he's still playing, and so I hope that.
Is he playing right now, do you think?
Well, I don't know about right now, but yeah, Bricks. I hear also quite a few stories about that guy. He's pretty common to see in, I guess, the Valorant talk. He's very active and loves the game, play the game.
Blue Gold Esports legends around here.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Clips that make the rounds every year.
Yeah, and that's one of them. When you clutch, when you're 1v4 and just get them all, kind of cements you as a legend, huh?
Oh, yeah. Well, finally, we got some crazy luck on the table. Had it relying all on that reliable number 18.
Was he trying to TP back? Or was he searching?
18. Boom. 18. 18. Come on. 18.
I mean, GX is playing so good on defense.
18! 18!
They're making it hard, bro. Look at this. Like, dude, their defense is so proactive. They beat Bricks every round.
This is so bad for you.
Okay, so let me preface this by saying I do not know what game that was from. Do you?
I have no idea. All I know is that guy, Salty Kiddo, is a legend as well.
Fair
Live,
enough.
laugh, love, diamond. He's also a Valorant player and has cemented himself quite as just a key player in a lot of the Valorant games.
We were talking about in the studio earlier about how there was like a clutch play with Salty and another player.
Yeah.
That ended up cementing them as like a little
duo.
like emoji almost that
Yes,
as like a react
yes,
emoji in the
yes,
Discord.
Yes. So there was, I think it was also last semester that there are 3 Valorant teams in esports, and so it's the JV team, the varsity team, and then Club Val. And I think at that point Diamond had only played for Club Val, and so he's like, but he's like really good. I think he's something Ascendant or something, or Master. I don't know how the ranks work, but he's really good at the game. And one of the big things was that a lot of times when he had played, it was Diamond or Salty and another player, Soup. and they had consistently gotten these plays where they just kind of 2v6, where they just sweeped everyone, or they be the last two, or that maybe one of them would start kind of chipping everyone, and immediately then maybe another would finish up the kills. And it's really impressive, and so that cemented them as a little pair, a little duo in the esports community. And so now they have an emoji in the server that is a bowl of soup and then like a little salt shaker going in because it's salty soup.
That's great.
Yeah.
That makes me think that maybe this clip wasn't even luck. Maybe he just knew that was good. He knew that was going to be 18. He's like, I'm putting it all on 18. We're not condoning gambling. It's fake money. It's fine. I love gambling with fake money. I'm not going to gamble with real money. No. But seriously, I mean, and I don't know, just the joy that like 18. It's so fun to see somebody winning, no matter what the scenario is.
For sure.
I just thought that was a fun clip to throw in there too. Yeah. But we're gonna take a quick little break and we'll be right back, going to the table for some debates.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Are your hobbies a little nerdy? Well, look no further than GeekCon 2025. They've got music, cosplay, Lego, esports, and more. On December 6th, across the entire UW Eau Claire Davies Center, get ready to geek out at GeekCon.
All right, well, welcome to the table. We're going to have some friendly conversation, maybe some debate. Maybe we'll get mad at each other. Maybe we'll bring on a good old hockey fight. We've got both our hockey jerseys on. I got the one-year-only St. Louis Blues reverse retro.
That's fire.
It's yellow with blue because they're the Blues. Anyways.
And I got UWEC
home hockey jersey.
Represent.
I don't think that's the official home hockey jersey, but that's the one they had in the bookstore. But it's a comfy jersey, right?
No, yeah, I like it a lot. I think the colors are really cool. But that's not what we're debating.
That's not what we're debating. I'm just thinking we're not going to get in a hockey fight.
We're here to debate what is one of the hardest games, if not the hardest game, the competitive game to play.
Well, we don't have to decide on the hardest, but like we can
tier list it.
Ooh, maybe. I love me a good tier list. Oh, for next time. Next time we host Blunation. We're here to see a tier list next time we host Blunation. But oh my gosh. I'm gonna start off Rocket League. Like I said, I've played Rocket League before. It's insanely difficult, and like the skill level, breaking in from a low level is so difficult.
Yeah.
Because you have to know all like the aerial acrobatics in there. You have to know how to time your boost right. You have to know how to time, like, you can flip on the y-axis. No, because y is vertical. You can flip on the x-axis. You can also flip on the z-axis, and there's differences between like the body of the car hits the ball differently than the tires, and like that clip that we saw.
Yeah.
I have no clue how to do that. Like, it's trying to get into a game like that is just it's so difficult, and especially if you're playing on a team as well. And I guess that's the same for like any team game, but trying to like make sure everyone's on the same page, on the same skill level too. It's like, I'm just ranting here about Rocket League. What's your angle?
Well, I will say, I've been in contact with a few people who play Rocket League, and someone who kind of played casually was saying, I'm kind of trying to get into it, and I'm a gold player, and was asking people on the team, do you have any advice, or what do you think that I should do to improve? And one of the guys who was originally captain of the Rocket League team, who has unfortunately left Eau Claire for a better Rocket League team, for another college, but he was saying, yeah, man, I don't really know how to help you. You just have to play the game and get better first.
That's crazy.
So it's really interesting to hear kind of a lot of, all right, so you have to play the game casually first and get good at that. And then the skill gap between playing casually and then playing competitively is completely different, which is crazy to think about.
see, I used to think I was like hot stuff when I was playing on gold level, and I think there's gold. There's 3 divisions of gold. There's 3 divisions of every. It's like bronze 1, 2, 3, and like 3 is the highest, and then silver 1, 2, 3, and then gold 1, 2, 3. And then there's like diamond and platinum, and like I could never get above gold.
Yeah, the captain was the highest rank, was consistently top 500 to 100 or something.
Like in the world. That's incredible.
Yeah.
I can't imagine. Like I'd play against him. He'd score like 17
right?
goals on me. I'd maybe get 1 save and 1 goal. Oh my gosh.
I was a big fan. I love that guy to bits, but yeah, I had to say I got to lock in for a better Rocket League team, and I guess
that's crazy.
There is. So yeah, it's definitely an interesting one. But I think what's really interesting to me about Rocket League is how there's so little people. I think the highest is what, a 4v4, if even, or 3v3 or something. And usually, actually, a lot of tournaments that I've seen are just 2v2s, which is really crazy because a lot of other games like Valorant, Overwatch, Marvel Rivals are way more than
like
2.
A lot of them are 6v6.
Yeah, it'll be
at least
5.
They go up to
it'll
there.
be 5 or 6. Yeah.
So 6 or
crazy.
7. I'm sorry.
We're not handful.
We're not. We're also not regular game show. I promise. I'm so sorry. My role from this show will be removed tomorrow. I'm kidding. But no, yeah, I didn't even think about that too. Yeah, like I've played on 4v4 and it's so difficult because, especially because I never played with a headset or anything. Like I said, I just played casually. And if I ever played 4v4, it would be me trying to fend for myself while trying to deal with 3 other random people also trying to fend for themselves. It never worked out. 2v2 is like the most solid, like...
Yeah, because you can lock in on an idea.
Exactly. And even if you're not communicating directly, even if you don't have that headset, you're still able to, like, I guess, not telepathically, obviously, but you're able to, like...
Set things up.
Exactly.
Yeah, which I kind of think takes us to those games that have more people, which could be more difficult because there's just so many more people that you're trying to rally to get to the same idea, which I think is really interesting because with games like Valorant, that there's a central, I guess, objective with the spike. Well, you'll have a spike plant it or try and defuse the spike, right? And so I think it's really interesting that there's a lot of difficulty between, okay, so you have multiple people and they're working towards this thing and that's difficult, but it's also then, okay, who's gonna be planting or who, because you can drop the spike, right? And you can pass it off, and it could be dependent on a hero that you play to say, all right, this person has movement, so maybe we want that person to get out, or we don't want the person with smokes, which is an ability that you can like smoke an area. Like maybe we don't want that person to plant because they have to smoke in for the plant, like smoke in your teammate, right? So it's more people to try and rally to one idea, and maybe that's more difficult than something like Rocket League.
I will say I'm very much not good at super, like I said, when I played 4v4, I had no idea what was going on half the time. And even I've dabbled a little bit in Marvel Rivals, and like that's 6v6 as well. And like half the time I am kind of doing my own thing, but I feel like because of that I'm not really helping the team in the ways that I could be, which is also why I don't play competitively, because I don't know what the heck I'm supposed to be doing half the time. That's beyond the point. Because in Valorant though, it's you have your team that's trying to like plant the spike and defuse the other team's spike as well. So it's like
yeah, so there's an attack and defense side. So the first, I think, defense is the spike, and they're trying to defend the spike. And then the attacking side will try and diffuse.
Is it just like glorified capture the flag? That's like oversimplifying it. But
basically.
I'm not trying. No hate to the Valorant gamers.
Yeah.
I'm not skilled enough to be able to hate the game. I feel like being able to be able to hate something, you have to be able to know how to do it. Like so, I can't.
You know what? That brings me to a game that I hate competitively, and that is Splatoon.
Okay, well, I was about to say, how do you hate it? You're so good at it, but then
that's the point, because Splatoon, you think it's like, as we were just discussing, that with more people it's harder to rally, right? But Splatoon is a 4v4, right? And you're thinking, okay, that's like kind of easy, a little bit to rally, but what's difficult about it is that it's so fast. The games are 5 minutes, it's mostly max, but 8 minutes max if you're playing Clam Blitz and nobody scores, okay? Right? That's right. And you think about other games, right? Valorant, it's first to 13, or I guess with 2 points ahead of the other team, right? Or you think about Rivals, where it'll be attack side and then defense side. But with Splatoon, almost every single game mode will be, it's just a back and forth. It's just a back and forth, and you don't really have like set attack and set defense. It's just fight them. And that's so brain-boggling. It makes me so mad and so stressed out. I sometimes I just lose myself that I'm looking at this game like I don't know what to call out, and I don't know. I'm trying so hard to get these people to do these things, but you have to have that same exact mindset. And we were just discussing, you know, how it's easier in Rocket League when you have 2 people. But you have to think when you make a play in like Splatoon that it's fast and that you have these abilities and stuff that you have to be like, all right, once I pop this, you have to just go. Like 2 seconds, then go.
When I was looking through some clips, I saw one of your Splatoon clips, and I was like, I watched it a few times, and I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah.
Like I just saw, you know, splats of paint and and squids diving into the paint, and I was like, I literally sat there like trying to focus on like what's the objective, what's happening.
Yeah.
And I can't imagine. Low-key, those games are kind of overwhelming to me in some times.
Yeah. I think also with the overwhelming thing that there are 2 different types of controls. There's stick controls and there's motion controls. And competitively,
Wait, there's motion controls in Splatoon?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
I didn't know that,
when you
actually.
tilt, you know, camera up, it'll look up or whatever on your model. And so competitively, motion controls are better because it just has faster movement, and you're able to like flick faster, like control the movement that you want more precisely. And so that's also part of it that I've heard a lot of people say that it's really hard to get into Splatoon competitively because one of the first steps is motion control. And from a lot of people who I've talked with, and even on the Splatoon team, that they've said, I don't want to learn motion. It's difficult and I'm struggling, and so I quit. I quit learning motion. But I have said, I think just try it. And they actually, after a while, were like, you know what? It's not that bad, but it is kind of a lot of visual stimulation that so much going on.
That's honestly trying to learn new skills is honestly it can be a roadblock for people in anything, not just esports, not just Splatoon, not just esports, regular sports too. If you're trying to learn a new skill and you can't get it, it might set you back. But like part of that is this is turning philosophical. Oh my gosh. But part of that is perseverance. You got to keep going, and like maybe that's why I never got good at Rocket League because I always give up when it got too difficult.
I think that's for real, because if you think about different sports that they have different skills, you know, when you're running, I mean, it's just a lot of leg work, whereas something, I mean,
No, I can run, I promise.
Whereas something like golf, it's way less leg work, you know, it's a lot of making sure you get that precise swing. So it's very similar in electronic games where it's like, okay, this specific skill, I want to be good at this thing, you know. It's very, very interesting, very...
You know what games I need to look more into in the competitive aspect are like sports games. So like you got like Madden football or EA Sports NHL. Those also have like really high like entry skill levels to them. Like because I used to play NHL, I think it was like NHL 19 on my Xbox. And I would use because there's like 3 different control options. You have skill stick, you have hybrid, and then you have NHL 95 controls. In NHL 95, you had the joystick, like 4 buttons, and that was it.
Oh, wow.
You had the skill stick, which is like you flicked the joysticks different directions to get like different shot styles and stuff. And like you had to combine buttons, and I was like, this is too much for me. And to be fair, I also grew up playing on, I actually had NHL 95 on the Sega Genesis. I still do, it's at my dad's house, but Sega Genesis NHL 95, and I played with those controls, so going there. But then I've tried playing online here and there on those NHL games, and I'm playing against people who are using that skill stick, and I'm like, how are you doing this? Like, they'll be deking around me, they'll be like actually breaking my player's ankles and ending up breaking my ankles because I'll get up mad and then I'll fall over myself. But like those sports games are like that. If you're playing with different controls and like not learning the new ones, you're gonna have a harder time.
That's really interesting. I didn't know that there was like a competitive scene for like the sport. That's
No,
really
I know what you
interesting.
mean. It's not as like prevalent as some of the esports things that like Eau Claire has, and it's another thing is probably the licensing has to do with it too, because you have to relicense all these different NHL teams. You have to like. The NHL, I know they have like a player association. So if you have the players in the game, they also have to be properly represented. So that's probably the reason why it's not more common. But yeah, it's like honestly any game. If you go from playing solo versus like computer to playing online competitively, it's just a completely different
just
thing.
the whoosh, this is casually, and then this is something, and then here's like competitive. Whew, that's rough.
I remember a few, going back to Rocket League again, and we've probably got to wrap it up pretty soon here, but going back to Rocket League again, I remember I was watching one of the streams and I'm like, wait, this is really fun to watch because it's stuff that I have no idea how to do myself. But watching, it's kind of how it is watching like live sports too.
That's how it is with
watching.
a lot of,
if I'm watching an NHL game on TV, shout out St. Louis Blues, I'll be watching these guys do all these, like I played hockey for 10 years. I'm not NHL level, clearly. I'm 5'6", I'm not, I would get destroyed on the ice. But I don't know, something about watching these competitive players do what they do and knowing that the skill level, like the skill gap to get there is so high, it's really impressive to see, no matter what game it is. But even more so when you've played the game before.
Yeah, I think that also, once again, applies to esports, that it's really interesting that once you kind of, if you especially play the game and you watch and you're like, oh yeah, that's interesting, and and then you watch it and you're like, oh my gosh, I didn't even know that was a possible thing you could do in the game. You know what I'm saying? It just, you get so much more appreciation for all of it. It's like, yes.
It's like when you watch people doing speedrunning strats, and then the solar flare makes the 1 pixel change.
Mario jump back.
The Mario elite ball knowledge right there.
So, yeah, maybe we found out that there really isn't a best or hardest competitive game. They're all difficult in their own right.
The real most difficult game was the friends we made along it. Anyways.
So here we'll talk about things coming up.
Yeah.
So the esports team has a big playoff game on Thursday at 7 p.m.
Yeah, Varsity Valorant is going to be taking on UW Milwaukee. Some competition that decides qualifying for an LAN, LAN.
Yeah. So a LAN is a big in-person event where the winning team, once they win the qualifier, that they get ahead to this in-person game, the LAN, and so they get to qualify the qualifiers and they get a big trophy. Last semester, our club Val team, I think, went and qualified and they got, I think, first in their division. Nice. So that was really cool to see, and we brought home an awesome little trophy.
Does it does the winning team of that qualifying does it decide where they get played, or is it kind of in a central location? Do you know?
Or
does it depend game to game? Might depend.
I think it might first depend on conference, because I think Val does mostly just Wisconsin, and so they'll do a Wisconsin conference, and so Valorant right now that they'll be qualifying for just the Wisconsin League, I guess. I don't know. And so the conference will be in Wisconsin once the qualifier's finished. But there are leagues like League, Overwatch, Marvel Rivals that do NECC, which is the National Esports Conference, I think. And so it kind of depends where it is, and I'm sure that there's a big discussion. Guys, we'll have to drive and fly out or whatever it is, but yeah.
I think, low-key, I think that'd be really cool if I was good enough at a video game that I could go play it in college, get live streamed and then go places.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I am such a casual gamer that I'm not good enough at anything for that. But
maybe that's on your to-do list.
True. I'm only 21. I was making jokes about being old and being 21. Now I'm young. I'm spry.
Youthful, so youthful.
I have so much to go in my life.
Yeah.
Well, but yeah, esports has weekly streams nearly every day, but primarily on Tuesdays and Thursdays. There is a esports Discord server where you can find out more information about the streams and the games that the esports club has.
Yeah, you can also watch those streams directly on twitch.tv/bluegold_esports.
And then for any information about esports, you can also reach out to Nikki Davis, who is the club president and also works here at TV10.
Yeah. So, from myself, Calder, Leo at the helm, those inside the studio now, we love you and thank you for your time here tonight. For Blue Nation, I'm Miranda.
And I'm Calder, saying good evening, and until next time.